CSRF attack on buggy web application. Now in this video we are going to take a look at a couple of points. First of all, what is CSRF, and we will provide you an example, and we will also explain you about CSRF attack. So guys, we need to start the Kali Linux operating system, and inside Kali Linux operating system we need to open multi-leader framework so that we can perform CSRF attack. So you can see here that we are at Kali Linux operating system. Now you can open browser, and here you can see click home button, and you can see here that we are not logged in any account, right? So I will show you here that how you can perform CSRF. Now what you need to do here, simply you can select 2013 OWASP, then you can select A8, and then you can simply click on the blog. So here you can see this is the add to your blog option here, right? And we will perform CSRF attack on this particular page. So if you have no idea about what is CSRF and how you can perform CSRF attack on this web page, you can click on hints and videos here. So let me click here, and you can click CSRF inside it. So you can see here that this is CSRF attack, and this is the overview that what is CSRF. So you can read here that cross-site request forgery may occur when an attacker is able to run script into the browser. So it happens when attacker tries to insert a script, malicious script, in the user's browser, and that is basically CSRF. If you come down, then you will see these different kind of codes available here, right? Different kind of examples, but we will take one of them. For example, this one, you can see this example, which is force someone to register without their consent using a silent AJAX request. So it means you are trying to create a new account inside a website. So I'm going to use this one. So do one thing, copy the code from here. So we will copy it, but first of all you can see that these all are the entities, username, password, and you can see alert message is also here which say CSRF complete, right? So we need to use this code to perform CSRF attack inside the web application. So we need to copy this code from here, and we need to paste it inside that particular web application. So let's take this example. So you can see here that it is showing that alert message, so it will also create a pop-up box. So let's copy this. So copy from script open and end it with the script close. Copy the entire content, yeah, till here you can copy, and right click here, click copy, come to click hints and videos, close it. Here you need to paste that code. So I've already pasted this code here, right? You can see there is only one comment inside it. Now what I need to do, I need to change the parameters inside it. For example, username, password, as well as signature is available here. So let me edit them, right? For example, my username is John, right? So I will try to insert the username inside it. So for example, your username is John, type here, and you can type any password. For example, password is also basically 123, or you can type John, doesn't matter. And here in signature you can type John is John. So I have made 3 changes in username, in password, and in signature. Now if you come down, so you will see the alert message here, which will create a pop-up box, right? Now everything is set now, so you just need to click on save blog entry. So click here, and you can see here that pop-up box is coming here, which is saying CSRF complete, right? Click OK, and you can see there that a blank comment has been inserted inside this web application, and you can see still we are not logged in. So we have created a new account with the name John. The password is also John and signature is John. We will try to log in. So click login here, and inside login we need to insert the username and the password. So here you can type your username and password, John and John, and let's see if there is any account available or not. So click login, and you can see here that we have logged in inside that particular account. So this is, you can see here that logged in user is John, and this is the signature, John is John. So if you can see here that we have successfully logged in that particular login page. So our practical was successful, that we have successfully created that account, and without registering we have logged in a particular account. Great. Go back and let me try one more code there. So just roll it. Let me try this one. Force someone to log out. So we have already logged in the website. So how you can force your victim to log out automatically? So you can see here that we have already logged in John's account, right? So if you want to log out, then how you can perform it using CSRF attack, that we are going to learn here. Okay, so again, copy the code from here, which is basically a kind of function, right, to perform logout directly without clicking on logout button. So we need to copy this code from here, and we need to paste this code right there in the block. So I need to open the CSRF again, select CSRF, click add to your block, and you can paste here. This is the code, very simple code, which can simply log out from this John's account. Okay, so everything is set here. Now you can click on save log entry, and if you can see here, that a new comment has been inserted. We are still logged in, but a new comment has been inserted. How to improve your Facebook status? What you need to do here, you just need to put your cursor on this particular comment, and when you will roll your cursor on this comment, you will automatically log out from that particular account. So you just need to come here, cursor, and here you can see that you have logged out from that particular account automatically. So you can see here that now I'm not logged in John's account. I have logged out from this particular account. So that was a great example of CSRF attack, that how you can perform CSRF attack and how you can force someone to log out from that particular account. These are the two examples that I have provided you regarding cross-site request forgery attack. Now let's talk about the section summary. So what we have learned in this section: first of all, we have learned about XSS attack overview, then we have learned about XSS attack examples, then later we have learned about cross-site request forgery attack introduction, and then finally we have performed practicals on cross-site request forgery. So this is all about this section, and in the next section we will learn about website pen testing, other major web attacks.